I never like to do like a full setup for these kind of videos because I just feel like it doesn't work. So that's why I'm like chilling. I'm just back from the gym, like I'm sat in my gym leggings, which, by the way, complete side note, tried my protein gym leggings today. If you want a little review, I'll put one on my TikTok. There we go. But I don't like doing full setups for these videos because I just think they're much more natural when I just sort of come at you with how I feel. So my bed's not made, my desk is a mess, and I've just got, again, notes on my phone. I've got some drinks, I've got some monsters here that I might drink one of them, but honestly, I've just been sat there and I realised I haven't filmed like a chatty, ranty video in a while, and I've been feeling very passionate about sort of eating disorders and diet culture and stuff like that, and I know I've done a video on this before, but I was in a very different place then, and it's sort of a different kind of thing. Like, this is more about diet culture and how it's not really eating disorders specifically, it's disordered eating in literally everybody. So basically, this entire video, if you haven't seen the thumbnail or whatever, or the title, it's about how diet culture is a big fat lie, and it's stupid, and it's toxic, and the way that we talk about food and exercise and health is all fucking ridiculous. Obviously, it's from my perspective. Some people might have had a great experience, which is fucking fabulous for you, but when I tell you that is rare, because the more people I meet, and the more people I get close to, specifically women, I realise how everyone has some kind of disordered pattern in their eating, because everyone sees the goal as a certain body, so they associate food and exercise with a certain body. Unless you're recovered from an eating disorder, which is horrendously ironic. I'm not recovered, I'm in recovery, sort of. I'm struggling a bit right now, but this is beside the point. So I'm just going to start talking now. I have a huge note on my phone, let me show you this. I'm probably going to get quite enraged during this video, it's quite big. But yeah, the first thing I've written down is, I'm ready to hear that you're fat so you have to think like this comment. Yes, that is correct. I'm fat so I have a perspective on this. I've never been skinny, so I've never had to not think about what I'm eating like skinny people do. Like, you're naturally skinny, that's great for you. It's shit. Someone just come out of their room and I'm feeling really secure. Actually, yeah, that is how it works. I have a perspective on that. I have a perspective on this whole thing where I don't want to use the word oppression because it's just not correct, essentially, but I don't have skinny privilege. I've never been seen as the conventionally attractive person. And you can say, yeah, people get shit on for being skinny as well. I've got a whole other section on this, actually, about skinny privilege and stuff, but at the end of the day, you get treated like you're pretty. I don't always. And I haven't always. So yes, I'm fully aware that I'm probably going to get that comment. Whether it's on this video, whether you say it behind my back, I don't care, to be honest. My perspective on this is similar to a lot of people's, and if you don't have to see it like this, then count yourself fucking lucky. But you should also maybe open your eyes up a little bit. Basically, I want to start off by talking about how there is a constant association drilled into us between your body and food. Obviously, the way your body looks can sometimes be to do with the way you eat, but firstly, who cares? Your health is not your body. They are two completely different things. Everyone looks different. Everyone puts weight different places. Everyone does, like, everything is different for people. Like, you know, some people, like, just gain weight in certain areas. Some people lose weight without even trying, because who knows? I'm not being funny, who knows? Your health is not your body. It's not, okay? Like, I don't really know. This is the thing. I can't use myself as an example here because I have no idea if I'm a healthy person or not. Probably not, because let's not talk about eating patterns. But someone could be like the healthiest eater in the world, and still be chubby, and people would still have an issue with it because they pretend that they know your entire life just by looking at you. But with skinny people, I feel like I'm really shitting on skinny people. It's like, it's not what I mean at all. If you're naturally skinny and you can sort of eat what you want, people don't look at you and assume that you eat that way. Even though you could, like, you're not scared to eat in front of people, which is really a horrible symptom of disordered eating. And I know it's a really common one in front of people as well, because I know when I was at school, when I started my sixth form, I didn't eat in school for like months because I didn't want people to see me eat, because I thought I was fat. I don't want people to see me and think, oh yeah, that's why she's fat. It's issues like that they're hard to understand, and they're so normalised, I think. Like, it's such like a feminine trait to like not eat, which is fucking stupid. And like diet culture is also like such a feminine thing, I think, and it's ridiculous because it's all just for the male gaze, because you can't be attractive if you're fat, which I'm not being funny, inaccurate. I don't really know how to say this in the most pure way. I mean, I'm not the skinniest. I still get my fair amount of attention, I'm just going to say that. And I feel like that goes against my point of not being conventionally attractive. I get a fair amount of attention, I also get a fair amount of shit. Like filming me getting with someone because I think I'm fat. Oh yeah, that was a fun little story. Things like that. Like, would that happen to you if you were skinny? I think if you're going to take anything from this video, it's that things make you happy. Being skinny will not make you happy if you are not happy within the rest of your life. If you're miserable because you're not eating foods you like, you're doing exercise you hate, you're starving yourself, you've got no energy, you're not going to be happy even if you are skinny. You're going to be miserable. At my skinniest, it was lockdown. I wasn't eating. I wasn't really exercising because it was lockdown. And I was fucking miserable, even though I was skinny. I wasn't exactly skinny, but I was at my skinniest. Being skinny isn't going to make you happy. Like, I'm one of the happiest that I've been in a while. But that's because going to the gym makes me happy, not getting skinny makes me happy. I'm not even seeing really any changes to my body yet, but I still like doing it because it's exercise that I enjoy. That's actually another point I've got written down. You need to find, if you want to be healthy, you need to find an exercise you enjoy. Not an exercise that's going to make you lose weight the quickest. Not any of this. Something you enjoy that keeps your body healthy. Not what it looks like, not keeps you skinny, keeps your body healthy. If you want to have better stamina, if you want to have better weight, not better weight, oh bloody hell, that's not what I meant. Strength. You training for those things is completely normal and completely fine. That's sort of what exercise is for. You're supposed to gain muscle and gain stamina. You're not supposed to think, I'm doing this so I can be skinny, because that is just going to lead to disappointment. And it's just going to make you fucking miserable, because if you're not skinny straight away, you're going to be like, what's the point? And then you're going to want to give up. And who gives a fuck if you're skinny anyway? Who cares? Like, I'm not being funny. I love going to the gym and seeing myself fucking squat like more than a lot of men. I do love myself for it. I'm not going to lie to you. And that might sound like very misandrist of me, but that's why I go to the gym. Because I like being strong and I like seeing what my body can do. Not my body's worth isn't in what it looks like, it's in what it can do. That sounds really ableist. I don't mean it like that. I mean in how I can develop it. You know? So yeah, as I was saying, find a sport you love, because sport does release endorphins and it always sounds like a bunch of shit. The reason it sounds like a bunch of shit is because when you're fat, it's like people are always telling you to exercise to lose weight. So when people tell you it's for any other reasons, you're like, you're fucking lying. That's what I mean. Like, as I've like gone through recovery, gone through a bit of therapy, I've realised more and more things that have stuck out to me through my entire life that have led me to this point. And every time anyone brought up sport, it was always so I would be skinnier. So whenever anyone would say it's for anything else, it just sounded like bullshit. Because if you don't think sport's going to make you happy, then why am I being fucking forced into it? Do you know what I mean? Especially a sport that you don't enjoy. I think enjoying sport is one of the most important things. And if you don't enjoy sport, okay, find something else that makes you happy. That's literally all that matters. Being happy. And being skinny is not going to make you fucking happy. Because, honestly, being skinny, most of the time, I know the whole reason I've wanted to be skinny is for external validation. So other people find me attractive. Because I'm taught that I can't be attractive if I'm fat. Fucking stupid. Because I'm not being funny. Being on, like, these, like, weight loss shakes and all this shit, you're not going to be happy. You are going to be miserable. And you might look skinny, but you'll also not be able to enjoy your fucking life. So what is the point? If you end up dating someone because you're skinny, you're not going to be able to eat on those dates properly. You're not going to be able to fucking do things you want to do. It's not your life. You're not going to be able to live your life if you focus everything on losing weight. Okay, I'm going to talk more about skinny privilege now. Please don't crucify me for this. It is a thing. And I'm aware that I've never been skinny, so I can't really talk on it too much because I don't really know the opposite. But being skinny is always seen as the goal. And I think the more you pick up on fat phobia throughout everything, the more TV shows I watch, the more anything I consume, I notice tiny little bits of fat phobia. And I don't think you notice that unless you're really paying attention. And this is why I've noticed that it is really a thing. Because I'm just getting my AirPods out my bra. Forgot them there. I think there's no way to explain it without just telling you to start picking up on it. Every time the word fat is said in a TV show or anything, just sort of register it and register it in the context they're saying it. Because it's usually in a way that this woman is not attractive because she is fat. Or I don't want to get fat because then I'll be unattractive. It doesn't make me laugh. I want to say it makes me laugh because whenever there was shit in school about me and my weight, it would always be about, they'd always twist it so it was about my health. And I think that's quite a common thing. As I've said, your health and your body, two completely different things. But you're not bothered about my health. You just want me to be skinny because that gives you one more person to shag. That's what it was. I'm sorry. And I would never shag anyone. I don't understand why calling someone fat is a, diss anyway. Because you're not calling them fat to call them unhealthy, you're calling them fat. Why is that relevant? And also, the difference between being skinny and being fat is when you're skinny, it's a lot easier to say to people, it's not in my control. I feel like people believe that a lot more. But when you're fat and you say, it's not in my control, or people say, well, it is in your control, that's not always the case. People have no idea why your body looks like the way it is. This is what I mean. People make so many assumptions from the way you look, and it's so stupid. You can't tell what I eat, and if you see me eating a Mackey's fucking once, that doesn't mean I eat it every meal. I care about my health. Sometimes. Do you know what I mean? You can't make assumptions. And why do you care? Why do you care? Why is any of your concern what my health is when you've clearly made it apparent that you don't give a fuck about me? This is what, this is a complete, it's not really a complete different thing. But diet culture is drilled into different people in so many different ways. Things like this, the comments that have been made to me and the way that people have looked at me and spoke to me, they're also from diet culture. They're from listening to the same things that I've listened to, but from a different perspective. When you're naturally healthy and you naturally enjoy all kinds of sport and you naturally enjoy things that make you skinny, then you have that privilege. But when you're like me and you're naturally not skinny and you don't enjoy healthy food as much as you should, like I do enjoy healthy food, but I think it's also drilled into you quite a lot when you're a child that healthy food is disgusting. It's not, spoiler alert. But like, we've all been drilled into these different things from diet culture, and this is why I fucking hate it, because I will still horrendously blame these people for what they did to me, don't get me wrong. However, they have just also been taught the same lessons that I have, just have a different perspective on it. And it's unlearning all that. You don't have the motivation to unlearn all that because it doesn't affect you. It affects me, it's why I'm having to unlearn all of it. And that's why I'm always told, like, whenever I talk about how BMI is bullshit, which is another point on here, you have to think that because you're fat. Oh yeah, I do kind of have to think that, otherwise I would literally be told that there's a whole other thing with me and my doctor. My BMI is starting to prevent me from being on certain medications that I need to be on. And if you look into the history of BMI, that's the thing. You're all going to shut me down because I'm not skinny, so I have to think like this. BMI is bullshit. BMI is based on men post-World War II. White men post-World War II. So, malnourished, obviously, post-World War II. Rationing going on, yeah. Or slightly stronger because they've been, you know, fighting. No women. Women hold weight completely differently. No people of colour. Also, metabolism completely different. Like, all of weight distribution completely different. It was all based off white men post-World War II. And yet, doctors and medical professionals still think it's acceptable to use today to prevent people like me from being on medications that are the only acceptable thing for me to be on. When there are so many other measures you could use. They say it's because your blood pressure could be bad. You can check that. Just use that. You can check my blood pressure. I literally had an entire body check. They checked my, because of my eating disorder, they checked my heart, they checked my blood pressure, they checked everything. And they still asked me to lower my BMI, knowing I had restriction issues. And if that doesn't sum up how fucked the entire system is, I don't know what will. It's got to a point now where I see people congratulating themselves for weight loss or congratulating other people for weight loss and asking how they did it, and I'm like, it makes me so sad. Because it's something that I'm trying so hard to reverse in my head. But when I see that everyone else cares about being skinny so much, like so much, I think the most important thing to remember is that your body does change. Like, of course your body changes, you grow, you change, you develop, your life changes. Your body is bound to change, and punishing yourself for that or praising yourself for that, you're all just going to be followed by disappointment. Because your life is going to change again. If you happen to lose weight because you've got like a slightly longer commute to the shops or something, so you're walking a bit more, and then you move, so you're not having to do that, or you get a car, so you're not having to do that, you're just going to get pissed off at yourself. Your body is going to fucking change. Your body changes throughout the day. And it's got nothing to do with your worth or your lifestyle. Everyone's body changes constantly. And you're always told to regulate it. But why? Why do you have to regulate your weight? Why would you have to regulate your body? It doesn't mean anything. Your body is so irrelevant to the rest of your life. And I don't know why everyone else is always so concerned about your weight. I don't know why every industry is so concerned about your weight. Probably because skinny is the beauty standard, which is literally the entire point of this. Diet culture is built off the fact that skinny is the beauty standard. Say like, yeah, but being too skinny, I get called this, whatever, but have you ever seen a video, like an advert, of like, eat this to gain weight? Have you ever? Because I haven't, but I've seen my fair share of videos of this is how to make yourself look skinnier. This is the diet you need to be on to lose weight. Because you need to lose weight. You're a fat bitch. Stuff like that. And, like, it's not healthy. Cutting out bread. I'm sorry. You're going to be fucking sad. I love bread. I want to eat bread. I don't want to eat lettuce. I do eat lettuce. I do eat lettuce. But I'm not going to eat lettuce without bread. Let me eat my garbage. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, no food is good or bad. Your body requires food. It is literally your fuel. It is how you fuel your lifestyle. And you shouldn't... Food is invented to be good. I got to a point where I was pissed off at companies and corporations for creating unhealthy food that tasted so good. I was angry. And honestly, there's still a bit of part of me that is a bit angry. But at the same time, food is nice. Food is delicious. It tastes good. Eat it. It's why it was invented. It's no one else's business what you eat. And obviously, you should still do certain things that are healthy for you. But again, it's changing your mind so you're thinking this is healthy for my body, not this is to change my body. So like if you're eating more vegetables, like whenever I want to get my 5 a day or whatever, I'd be like, well, I'm never going to be skinny if I keep eating like this. And it's like, no, you should be eating your 5 a day because it's good for you. It's good for your body, it's good for your health, it's good for your digestion, it's good for your insides. That's the point. But when you're fat, it's taught that everything is to change your body. So going on diets in the first place does nothing but create guilt around food that you enjoy. And I'm not being funny, being scared of food that you used to love is literally the fucking worst thing ever. I don't really want to talk about my fit foods, to be honest, but I have certain foods that I used to love and I don't want to eat anymore. Like, it gives me a lot of anxiety just to eat them. And it's fucking stupid. It's so stupid. Like, food guilt is the dumbest thing. Food is literally energy. It tastes good, so we eat it to energize ourselves, right? The whole point. But then we're taught, no, you can't eat that because your body doesn't look the way I want your body to look. Your body doesn't look the way that men want your body to look to find you attractive. So you're actually attractive, yeah? That is literally... I could not summarise that better. I literally already spoken about doctors and need to step their shit up, but I've written that down as well. The other thing doctors do, though, is they blame fucking everything on your weight. Like, I'm not going to say who this was, but someone in my life went to the doctors with the cough they'd had for a while, this was before Rona. And it just got blamed on their weight. Everything gets blamed on your weight, and it's just like, how the fuck is that even relevant in this case? It's not. But instead of saying, you need to eat healthier, they don't ask about your diet, they don't ask about your lifestyle, they assume doctors, medical professionals assume. And this is why I partially don't blame people for the way they think about fat people or anything like that, because we are all taught the same lessons. Because doctors assume things based on your weight and your BMI, which is bullshit, as I've already mentioned. And they will just blame everything. It's just a scapegoat when they don't know what it is. And like I feel like I'm gonna get shit for like speaking down to doctors. I've had some great doctors, but it's really difficult having to find the correct one that doesn't just look at my BMI and go, you can't be on this pill because we'll get sued if you have a heart attack. And I'm like, but you literally check my blood pressure all the fucking time. And I'm not gonna have a heart attack. Because I'm not even like, they don't ask me about my lifestyle, they don't ask me about what I eat, they don't ask me about how healthy I am, how active I am. They're not bothered. They don't want to know. They're bothered about what I weigh. They're bothered about my dress size. As a doctor, as a medical professional, you should not be bothered about the aesthetics of my body unless I've got like pus coming out my eyes or some shit. That's kind of all I have to say about diet culture. It's just kind of all bullshit. There's so many stupid rules and so many stupid rumours and new ones come up literally every single fucking day, and they're all because they all drills into you want to be skinny, but like why? Why the fuck would you need to be skinny? If you're healthy, that is all that matters, And health and body are two different things, as I've said. Everyone's bodies are different. And even if you're not healthy, it's your fucking choice. Why is anyone else asked? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I just don't get it. And it just frustrates me so much. Like, this is going to be a really hard video for me to edit because I've just kind of been rambling a little bit and just going on a lot. And I feel like I'm going to get crucified for a lot of things I've said in this video. But honestly, if you've never looked like me, if you've never had my experiences, then get fucked. Because you have experienced diet culture from a different perspective. And I think people that are bigger or my size will completely understand where I'm coming from. Because there has been certain points where my body has been a topic of debate. Like, why am I not on a diet? Because I don't want to be on a fucking diet. I was on a diet like 15 times, but that didn't matter. Every time I did go on a diet, it would be like, that's not healthy. And I'd be like, well, you want me to be skinny. You always call me fat. I don't want to be fat anymore if you're going to call me shit all the time and tell me that I'm ugly. So I'm going to do anything I want. And then you get shit for the way you're doing it. And that's like a whole other thing. At the end of the day, stop crucifying people for their bodies. Because it's so irrelevant. People's bodies do not matter. You don't want to shag them? Okay, cool. I probably do. So, cheers. Get rid of your diet culture brains. Go eat that chocolate because chocolate is nice. Go eat that fucking broccoli because you like broccoli. Who gives a fuck? Go running because you like running. Go to dance because you like dance. Change your perspective. Make your life the way you want it to be because it makes you happy, not because you want to look a certain way. I'll see you soon.